Imagine you are standing in a large hall at an international business conference. Everyone is already talking in groups, laughing, and building connections. You want to join them, but you feel hesitant. You wonder, how do I enter the conversation without being intrusive?
That is a very common feeling, Elena. Many professionals feel less confident in these settings because they lack the specific phrases to bridge the gap. If you wait too long, you miss opportunities, but if you interrupt poorly, you might undermine your professional credibility.
Exactly, David. Today, we are moving beyond basic small talk. We are mastering advanced business English for networking. We will show you 5 real-world scenarios to help you navigate these social challenges with confident and professional communication skills.
By the end of this video, you will gain the power phrases to handle any networking event, from conferences to follow-up emails. We even have a special exit strategy in our final scenario that will help you leave every conversation with grace.
Welcome to Business English for Success. Let's master your international career together. We begin with Scenario 1, breaking into a group conversation gracefully.
You are at a coffee break during a summit. You see 2 potential partners discussing a recent keynote speech. You want to join, but you don't want to disrupt their flow. Your goal is to be noticed, welcomed, and then included.
So, how do we do that without feeling awkward? Let's step into the scene and listen to a professional way to enter the circle. Pay close attention to how I use a soft opener to join David and his colleague.
And that's why I think the new market expansion is the most logical step for Q3.
I couldn't help but overhear your point about the Q3 expansion. I don't mean to intrude, but I found your perspective on market logic very insightful. Mind if I join you?
Not at all. We were just debating the timing. I'm David, and this is Sarah.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. I'm Elena. I've been analyzing similar trends in the tech sector, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the sustainability aspect of that expansion.
Notice how Elena used the phrase, "I don't mean to intrude." This is a classic soft opener. In international business culture, acknowledging that you are entering a private space shows high emotional intelligence.
Right, David. And instead of just saying, hi, I used a value-based comment. By mentioning that I found their perspective insightful, I immediately gave them a reason to want me in the conversation. It creates an instant professional bond. Now, it is your turn to practice these power phrases. Please speak after me. I don't mean to intrude, but I found your perspective very insightful.
I don't mean to intrude, but I found your perspective very insightful.
Excellent. Mind if I join you?
Mind if I join you?
Great job. You sound very approachable. Our power phrase for this scenario is, I couldn't help but overhear your point about. This is one of the most effective ways to enter a conversation because it shows you were already paying attention to the value of their talk.
Now, we want to hear from you. If you were at a conference today, which industry topic would you be most excited to discuss? Write your answer in the comments below and let's start networking right here.
Joining the group is just the first step, but what happens when the conversation is too casual? How do you shift from talking about the weather to actually pitching your business without sounding pushy?
That is a high-level skill called the pivot. Coming up in Scenario 2, we will reveal the exact linguistic bridge to turn a simple chat into a professional opportunity. Don't go anywhere.
You are enjoying a light conversation with a new contact about the event's venue and the weather. It is pleasant, but as a professional, you want to move toward a business topic without sounding like a salesperson. This requires a linguistic bridge.
Let's listen to how Elena gracefully pivots the conversation. Pay attention to the transition phrase.
I agree, David. The view from this terrace is much better than last year's venue in London. It's much more relaxing.
Absolutely. It's hard to beat this atmosphere for a networking event.
Speaking of the atmosphere, it actually reminds me of how my team focuses on creating a seamless user experience for our clients. We've been developing a new project management tool that aims to bring this same sense of clarity to complex workflows.
Oh, that sounds relevant. We've been having some alignment challenges in our department lately. How does your tool handle remote collaboration?
Did you catch that? I used the phrase speaking of or it reminds me of. In professional English, we avoid abrupt changes. Jumping straight into a pitch can feel aggressive. Using a bridge shows that you are a sophisticated communicator who values the flow of social interaction.
Exactly. You connected the venue or the atmosphere to your business solution. This makes the transition feel organic and natural. This is one of the most requested skills in networking.
Now, let's refine your delivery. Please listen carefully and speak after me when I pause. Speaking of the atmosphere, it actually reminds me of my current project.
Speaking of the atmosphere, it actually reminds me of my current project.
Well done. We focus on creating a seamless experience for our clients.
We focus on creating a seamless experience for our clients.
Fantastic.
The power phrase here is, it reminds me of. It is a versatile tool for any professional. Now, tell us in the comments, what is one positive thing about your current city that you could use as a bridge to talk about your work?
Now that you've made a great impression, the conversation must end eventually. But the real success happens after the event.
That's right. Coming up next, we will show you how to write an effective, warm email. I will reveal the one specific detail you must include to help them remember you and increase the chances of a reply.
It is the day after the conference. You have a stack of business cards. Now you need to send a follow-up email. Most people send a generic, nice to meet you message, which often gets ignored. We want to create a warm connection that leads to a real meeting.
In this scenario, Elena is drafting an email to David. Let's hear the structure of a high-impact follow-up.
Subject: Great meeting you at the summit. Discussion on project management tools. Hi, David. It was a pleasure connecting with you yesterday on the terrace. I especially enjoyed our brief chat about the market expansion in Q3.
Hi, Alana. Thank you for reaching out. I was actually just telling my colleague about your insights on user experience.
I'm glad to hear that. As promised, I'm attaching a brief overview of our new tool. I'd love to continue our conversation when you have a moment next week. Would Tuesday at 10 a.m. work for a brief call?
Notice the personal anchor. Elena mentioned a specific detail from their talk, the Q3 expansion. This proves she was listening. In a global business setting, this small detail builds strong trust.
And notice the call to action. I didn't say, let's meet sometime. I suggested a specific day and time. This reduces the effort for the other person to say yes. It is a key part of power communication. Let's practice the most important parts of this email. Repeat after me. I especially enjoyed our chat about the market expansion.
I especially enjoyed our chat about the market expansion.
Excellent tone. Would Tuesday at 10 a.m. work for a brief call?
Would Tuesday at 10 a.m. work for a brief call?
Perfect. You sound professional and decisive.
Our power phrase is, I especially enjoyed our chat about. If you met your dream business partner today, what specific topic would you mention in your follow-up email? Let us know below.
We are building great momentum, but what if during your conversation someone gives you strong professional praise?
If you are too humble, you may appear less confident. If you agree too much, you may appear arrogant. Next, we will master Scenario 4, handling compliments with professional modesty.
I'll show you how to accept praise while actually increasing your authority.
Imagine you have just finished a small presentation or shared an idea during a networking break. Someone turns to you and says, "Your insight on market trends was absolutely brilliant."
Many people feel awkward here. They either say, "Oh, it was nothing," which lowers their value, or they sound too prideful. To build an international career, you need a balanced response. Let's enter the conversation to see how Elena handles strong professional praise. David is impressed by Elena's contribution. Listen to her response. "Elena, I must say, your take on the digital transformation shift was the highlight of the session. You have a very sharp analytical mind."
Thank you, David. I appreciate your kind words. I've spent a lot of time researching these shifts, so I'm glad you found the perspective useful.
It was more than useful. It actually changed how I view our Q4 strategy.
Oh, I'm honored to hear that. It's always rewarding to see theoretical insights translate into practical business value for colleagues like yourself. Did you notice? I didn't push the compliment away. In professional business English, the goal is to accept and attribute. I thanked David, but I also mentioned the work behind the insight.
Exactly. By saying, "I've spent time researching," you validate their compliment and confirm that your success is based on expertise, not just luck. This maintains your executive presence while staying humble and civilized.
Let's practice being graceful under pressure. Repeat after me after each sentence. I appreciate your kind words.
I appreciate your kind words.
Excellent. I'm glad you found the perspective useful.
I'm glad you found the perspective useful.
Perfect. You sound confident and professional.
The power phrase is, "I'm glad you found the perspective useful." It shifts the focus from me to the value provided. Now, tell us in the comments, what is the best professional compliment you have ever received?
Accepting praise is wonderful, but what happens when you are stuck in a conversation that is no longer productive? You want to leave, but you don't want to be rude.
This is one of the most requested skills in networking. Coming up next in our final scenario, we reveal the professional exit. I will show you how to walk away from a conversation while actually strengthening the connection.
You have been talking to someone for 15 minutes. The conversation has slowed down and you want to meet other people. Ending a chat abruptly can feel negative. You need a civilized exit strategy.
Elena and David have reached a natural pause. Watch how Elena initiates the exit without any social friction.
It has been truly fascinating learning about your journey in the logistics sector, David.
Likewise, Elena, I've enjoyed our talk.
I'm going to make a quick round to say hello to a few more people before the next session starts, but I'd love to stay in touch. Do you have a LinkedIn or a business card?
Of course, here's my card. Let's definitely catch up later.
Wonderful. I look forward to that. Enjoy the rest of the summit, David. The secret here is to validate and move. I validated the conversation by saying it was fascinating, and then I gave a clear professional reason for leaving, to say hello to a few more people.
Notice how she didn't apologize. In English for Success, you don't need to say, "I'm sorry" for networking. Networking is the purpose of the event. By asking for a LinkedIn profile, you show that you still value the relationship.
Now let's practice your exit. Speak after me. I'm going to make a quick round to say hello to a few more people. I'm going to make a quick round to say hello to a few more people. Great, you sound active and focused. I'll look forward to staying in touch. I'll look forward to staying in touch. Excellent. That is a very civilized way to say goodbye.
The power phrase is, "I'm going to make a quick round." It is one of the most polite ways to exit a group. What is your favorite way to end a professional conversation? Share your exit strategy with our global community below.
We have covered 5 powerful networking scenarios today, from breaking into groups to leaving with grace.
But how do we put it all together into a consistent leadership mindset? Don't turn off the video yet. Stay with us for the executive recap, where we summarize the 5 golden rules that will help you network confidently in different professional settings.
What a productive session, David! We have transformed the way we look at networking, moving from simple small talk to executive communication.
Absolutely, Elena. Let's summarize our 5 golden rules for our global audience to remember and apply immediately.
Number 1, when joining a group, use a soft opener, like, "I don't mean to intrude," to show respect for the existing conversation.
Number 2, use the linguistic bridge, phrases like "speaking of which," to pivot naturally from personal topics to professional business discussions.
Number 3, in your follow-up emails, always include a personal anchor. Mention a specific detail from your talk to build immediate trust.
Number 4, accept compliments with professional modesty. Acknowledge the praise and attribute it to your expertise and hard work.
And number 5, master the civilized exit. Use the phrase, "I'm going to make a quick round," to leave a conversation while keeping the relationship strong.
Remember, networking is not about selling. It is about building a community of professional value. Every phrase we practiced today is a tool to help you navigate your international career with confidence.
If you found value in these strategies, please consider joining our global community by subscribing. Your growth and success in the business world truly matter to us. We love reading your success stories in the comments, so keep sharing them.
But wait, mastering networking is just the beginning. What do you do when a conversation turns into a high-pressure negotiation? How do you protect your interests while staying professional?
That is exactly what we will reveal in our very next video. We will dive into the diplomatic shield technique for tough business negotiations. You won't want to miss it.
Stay proactive, stay professional, and keep refining your communication.
We look forward to seeing you in the next session. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.